I welcome you all. This is Jagadeesan, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering in RMD Engineering College. So in this video, we learn about building a complex query using keywords, how we are going to do that. And in Spring Data JPA, you can build a complex query using various keyword and techniques. In include the method naming convention, art query annotation can be useful for that REST application, and criteria API will be there, and there is a detailed guide on how to build a complex query using this approach. In derived query, one of the type in the REST application, define a query by using a method name. With help of that, we are going to achieve that one. For example, find by last name and age greater than. This is a method to handle the simple query, but the more complex this approach may not be enriched, so that query can be will be query methods with the methods using the convocation, the custom query method. The Spring Data JPA allowed to define a complex query using the name method name in your repository interface. For that, the query derivation is based on the naming of the method. In the package is declared here first, the entity package is declared. So after that package declaration, uh, we have to see that one at entity annotation. This annotation used for creating a table. What class we are going to create, and in that class name only the table can be created. Here the public class user class is there. The user class user table can be created. At ID annotation, which is useful for primary key in that table. At generated value, the status is attribute generated type with dot identity is automatically the unique value, primary key value can be assigned automatically. In that attribute will be there long id one attribute, string name another attribute, string email is one attribute, another one is age. There are four attributes should be there. After that, getter and setter method can be written here in this model class. So after that, repository with the query method is there. Here package can be created with the help of the import keyword. After that, public interface user repository layer can be created in Spring Boot application. Extends JPA repository user is a class, long is a primary key data type. Long is there, so that I return a primary key data type class. Then find by a single field. How we are going to find? Find by name. List of user is a Java code only. With help of that, we are going to achieve the derived query. List of user. Find by name, string name. Find by multiple field. Here only one field name is there. Here multiple to name and email is there. List of user. Find by name and email, we are going to pass the two parameter. Find by field specific keyword, list of user, find by age greater than with help of it. Specific keyword we are going to use in this field, list of user, find by name like is a name pattern is mentioned here. Then list of user, find by age greater than, order by age ascending order I needed, so that age ascending order is going to print. Here the pagination is there. Is a pagination is one more interface is there. Is for page by page is showing the output. Is required pageable and parameter, and page of user. In page only we are going to display the output. Find by name, I am going to pass the name as well as pageable interface object. Art query annotation is another method type of query. Art annotation uses JPQL. JPQL is nothing but Java persistent query language or native SQL query. This is useful for more complex query, cannot be easily expressed with methods name. So that we go for art query annotation for the complex query. The custom query, we are going to JPQL query. For more complex query, art query annotation can be used in JPQL. Here package with help of import keyword, JPA repository package, then query package and param package, then user class and list interface. For that we are going to create a package here and public interface user repository extend JPA repository. So repository layer only we are going to write that one user and long at query select u from u is nothing but alias name from user where name equal to name. So in that we are going to derive query. How we are going to list of user find by user find by name. The parameter we are going to pass. What is the parameter name? Then second one select at query annotation. Select you from the user view where email we are going to get. For that we are going to write a derive query. List of user find by user by email. At param annotation we are going to write that email passing that value. Then native SQL query, it is also native SQL query is we are using the art query annotation. Before that, we are going to package JPA repository query param user and list we are going to import here. After that, public interface is also repository layer. Extend JPA repository user long art query value select start from user where email is equal to email. Only one more attribute is there here. Value attribute is there here native query attribute is there that it should be a true and list of user find user by email native at param we are going to mention that pass in the email value. Thank you.